Hello everyone, welcome back to Mini Monday. This week we don't have much, unfortunately. But we do have some spanking new rumors from that wonderful place that is also twinned with the Hell dimension, where the certain puzzle box comes from. 4chan, of course. It has 3 years of iOS spoilers. This is supposedly done by the same individual that leaked the Curse City name just before we had the Curse City leak, and Curse City is a whole bunch of kettle of fish that's still going, which I've covered a few times. So let's get back to the spoilers and rumours. On 4chan, on Wednesday, an anonymous person released Maggotkin, Gits, Ogres, Beasts of Chaos are the first 4 times after Orks and Stormcast Eternals. 3 new armies are planned for this edition. Chaos Dwarves, which I highly doubt. He also calls them Oathbreakers. Again, I highly doubt Chaos Dwarves are coming back for iOS. Umbrabeth, which are the version of Dark Elves owned by Millenarian. And Dawnbringer Crusades, which is a soft reboot of Cities of Sigmar. Dawnbringer Crusades supposedly releases early next year. Umbreth and more of everyone's famous or happy Lumineth are going to be out alongside Tyrion at the same time. Oathbringers are slated for 2023. The Broken Realms of 3rd edition are the Oathbringers / Chaos Dwarves, which again, highly doubt, completing a huge warp cannon to literally tear Azir apart, followed by an all-out invasion of Azir by Archon and his minions. It goes on. The first box is actually Gloomspite Gits with a plastic scuttle boss on Giant Spider and Giant Spider Raiders. Some rock guts against Beast of Chaos versus Doomballs, Bulgars and a Jabberslide. I don't believe this at all. The Thousand Sons Grey Knights box is going to be a trend of one fraction getting new kit for a hero. The other side is pretty much going to be completely new. The new side is apparently, well, Grey Knights. Apparently there's going to be Primus Grey Knights. Plastic Butcher Slaughterer Master is included in a squad of Gluttons, Lead Belchers and Iron Blasters for the new Ogre people. Lumineth are getting a second wave, and they blame it on Corona. Maybe. Bone Reapers are getting Archers, which is probably easy to guess considering the Underworld thing. And a Foot Hero. Flesh Eater Courts are getting bugger all, or nothing. River Temple isn't directly affiliated with Tyrion apparently. They just release it at the same time. The only release for Thousand Sons is a new hero character, which is an Exalted Sorcerer. There we go, that's the rumours from your friendly neighbourhood Hell Dimension. Do I believe any of them? Maybe a few parts, maybe the Thousand Sons thing, maybe nothing else. So what else did we get over the week? We got some iOS news. Basically the iOS 3.0 is going to release a lot like Warhammer 9th. There's going to be a lot more you can do with the command abilities. Heroes and monsters are going to have more abilities. There's some rules on the website. I've linked one here for you to look at. Apparently there's going to be 2 new monsters for the Orks, which are rumoured. Basically GW confirmed this in one of their articles, so that's confirmed at least. Okay, so we've got some more news for the last week. We've got the final Dominion thingy, which means that there's a preview on Dominion on Sunday. They also previewed some weird marker tokens and some fancy version of the rulebook, and the General's Handbooks and the Pitch Battle thingy and the Path to Glory Diary, which are The Gorish Expanse boards that they released, they look kind of cool, to be honest. But they're just card polar tiles. If you live in this country, they're going to warp, unfortunately, because of the dampness, unless you can keep them in a sealed box. Realmscape objective set, okay, it's an objective set, it's nothing though, and there's, that's it really, that's it. There's a few colours in paint range coming out, but they're basically the only one that looks anything cool is the Hobgrot hide. The Ork flesh looks very muted green, which can get away with a, basically it looks very similar to an olive green that you can get from Vallejo. And the Thondia brown looks very like the brown that you can find in Vallejo as well. After that, today we had the Here We Go article. The legend of the Great White Squig and the only orc stubborn enough to ride it. Consider me shocked or surprised when the additional Snakebite character wasn't Olzogwart, wasn't the Premier Shaman or Weird Boy in the lore. It's just some new guy, new orc, that rides a big Squigosaurus. We get a very limited picture, a very blurry picture of the Squigosaurus, and we get a picture of him riding the Squigosaurus in artwork. There are a couple of rumour reveals, namely the teeth of the Squigosaurus and the claw for the orc guy here. I do like the way that he's got like a shotgun that's like stitched onto the Squigosaurus. That's kind of cool part of the artwork there. And we have, well, it's called the Great White Squig, obviously Great White Shark, and he's named Big Chomper. And new Ork Boys, of course, got off them that were on the back of the Gaunt's Ghost box, or the fighting the old Cadian shock troops, or the ones with the upgrade sprue, which is the face looks a little better on this picture that we've got. I'll put it up on the screen now. But is it a major design overhaul? Kinda. Did other ranges need it beforehand? Yes, certainly the Eldar do. The Eldar need a lot more work than the Orks are getting, and they, well, the Orks seem to be getting premier treatment. As an Ork fan, I can say, okay, that's nice, but other armies are in dire need of it more than the Orks at the moment, to be honest. So that's all the news we have for this week. Unfortunately, we don't have any TTRPG news that I was able to find. I was hoping that I would get sent something, but unfortunately I wasn't. They are still getting around to sending it me, so I can't talk about the RPG news that I had, TTRPG news that I had, because I didn't get the PDF basically. So yeah, that's it. No STL this week, unfortunately, as well. Couldn't find anything cool. So yeah, that's it. That's the news this week. We just had some GW news basically, and that's it. Most of it was Dominion related. I will add to that certain shops are getting more than 10 copies. I know Alchemist Games and I know a couple of others are getting over 100 copies of Dominion, but it is going to be half of what Indomitus was, fully. That's all I can get out of people at the moment, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, everyone, take care of yourselves, and thank you all for watching this sort of blogging event.